Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cloudian's LinkedIn Live session. My name is Amit Rawlani, Director of Solutions Marketing and Alliances, here with Cloudian since 2018. Very glad to be here talking to you guys. And today we are here to talk to you about data immutability, ransomware protection, and all the good stuff that comes along with it. Before we begin, I just wanted to mention this. Please do leave us your questions and where you are from in the comment section, and we will take your questions offline and also reach out to you to engage on any needs that you may have with your solutions. Cloudian, as a very quick background, is an on-prem S3 storage company. We pride ourselves to being the most compatible S3 object storage in the marketplace today. And as we talk about data protection and all the good stuff that comes along with the data immutability part of data protection, with me today to talk about this is my partner in crime, partner in fighting crime against data. That is Cara Sampson from Veeam. Welcome, Cara.
Thank you, Amit, and I'm happy to be your crime-fighting partner. Well, awesome. So appreciate you joining or giving us the opportunity to connect today. And what a great topic. And it's something that's definitely hot for all of our customers and our partners as well. So to share a little bit about me, so I'm a senior manager on our global alliance team, supporting our emerging partners. And what that means is I work with onboarding new partners, whether they're hardware or software companies that have solutions that are compatible with Veeam. And I also develop go-to-market plans, and we work with our sales and channel teams for those better together solutions for our joint customers. I'm based in Florida. I've been at Veeam for about a year and a half. Prior to that, I was at VMware, Symantec, and Pfizer. But my first career was in the maritime industry. So when you said container, it actually meant a box on a container. So it's evolved for sure.
We've come a long way from containers being just something on a ship.
Yes, absolutely.
And Cara, thank you so much for your partnership. It means a lot. Cloudian sees Veeam as a very close and strategic partner in the data protection space, and we've been working together for the last couple of years at least, ever since Veeam introduced their support for S3 APIs, which comes with the cloud tier, as we know it, as we call it in Veeam. We love to call it that, and that was introduced, I believe, in 2019, beginning of 2019, with Veeam's 9.5 update 4. And that allows customers, whether it's enterprise customers or service providers, to use the Veeam Cloudian solution in a seamless manner. Cloudian being a complete native S3 object storage connects seamlessly as the scale-out backup repository for Veeam's on Veeam's cloud tier, and this also also enables us to extend the solution into data immutability. And Cara, do you want to talk about the 3.2? I forget the zip code rule right now.
I was going to take a step back and just talk a little bit about our partnership, because we really have the same mission here at Veeam. We are focused on being the most trusted provider for backup solutions for cloud data management. And a lot of people say, what in the heck is cloud data management anyway? So really, it's managing your data for any workload on any cloud, in any app, on any platform. And that's why Cloudian has been such a great partner for us and for our customers with your on-prem object storage solution. One of the reasons that customers do love Veeam is we're simple, reliable, and flexible as well. I do have to share some good things that actually happened in 2020, if you don't mind. We at Veeam,
sure.
Okay, fantastic.
Anything good in 2020 is welcome, right?
we have to celebrate the small successes, absolutely. So one of the things that happened certainly in 2020 was when Veeam placed for the 4th time and the Gartner Magic Quadrant for data center backup and recovery solutions. So, 4th time, 3rd time's a charm, but 4th, that shows continued success and being able to execute on this. But at the end of the day, what it means for our 400,000 customers worldwide and for our channel that's 100% channel is that we're providing our customers with something that they need, right? It's for reliability, security, and peace of mind. So with that, I'll give it back to you.
Yeah, and from that perspective, right?
Yeah.
A little more on the Cloudian part of things. Being built natively on S3 means that Cloudian is built for the cloud applications. Everything that is typically cloud native, built with the cloud in mind, will work on Cloudian, and the compatible workloads are seamless in that sense. Cloudian also supports all the major public clouds, and with Veeam Cloudian solution, you can actually start your hybrid cloud installations right off the bat. Of course, works seamlessly with the cloud tier at Veeam, which already has the cloud in its name, which talks to you about how the solution is built for the future, is cloud ready, and it's an ideal platform for a hybrid cloud solution. Now, the main use cases that we go for, data protection is our main use case, and Veeam is a premier partner for data protection. What data protection actually means is your regular backup replication, your archiving, and more recently, it is data immutability and ransomware protection. And that is really the problem of the last year or so for us, and it's going to be even more important as we go into the future in the coming years. Now, why that matters, and really that's what we're going to be talking about in today's session. So most of you, unless you've been living under a rock, know that ransomware is today becoming the fastest growing malware threat, targeting users of all kinds. We've been hearing and we've been seeing reports from government organizations, from enterprises, and it is really the problem of the year for us. I know it's 2020, but even more 2020, and the issues of 2020 are being harnessed and taking advantage of more for going after your data and executing these attacks. The way the ransomware works is it encrypts your data, your enterprise data, wherever it resides, and specifically, most of these hackers today know that you are, if you're an enterprise company, you would be looking at backups as a protection against ransomware attacks. So the ransomware attacks are now going after your backup data in addition to your primary data. Really, what that does is it encrypts your data or locks it up in some way, shape, or form. And the ask for releasing this lock is to pay ransom in cryptocurrency, which typically is untraceable. Every hacker knows that your backups are even more important to you as we go into an online and digital workforce. And if they can get to your backups, it is a definite win for them and a loss for it. 75% of the organizations attacked last year had up-to-date endpoint protections in place, which means even if you see enterprise customers spending a lot on cyber security, there is always a loose link in your chain, and all it takes is one for hackers to get in, and they can pretty much make your data unusable from there. If you look at what Forrester talks about in such a scenario, to prevent yourself the pain of working around ransomware, you need to be implementing an immutable file system with a worm storage to make it airtight and recoverable from ransomware. And that's where Veeam and Cloudian come into play.
Yeah.
Cara, maybe you can talk about V10 and what Veeam introduced with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So also one of the things that our strategy team, commonly shares is what's the best backup strategy. And with that being that 32110 zip code, if you've heard of that. And this is really where we partner so well, because Cloudian is the storage target for on-prem backups, right? So what it entails is 3 copies on 2 different media. One's offsite, one's immutable, and then the last 0 is 0 errors after backup to confirm recoverability. So, and by the way, 32110 actually is a zip code, and of course it is in Florida. But
Florida is also the flavor of the month, or it was almost the flavor of the month in November, but we'll keep away from that.
Yeah, Florida's always famous. What can I say? Always famous. But as far as how Cloudian, in being our technology alliance partner, how you support the cloud tier and what happened in Veeam's backup and replication for version 9.5.4, which is back in 2019, which seems ages ago. But this is where we introduced the capacity tier, the cloud tier, and basically for our customers at the end of the day, that meant we were offering that compatibility in the connection for more low-cost, cheaper storage, right? And being able to do that. And so within that release, we actually had something called the move mode, and where you could take that data that was backed up locally on performance tier, which was typically more expensive, and move it easily to the cheaper, more cost-effective storage. And so that was in version 9.5.4, and then we had V10. So that was another good thing that happened in 2020, is we released this. And for this, we had copy mode and immutability that was in this feature release. And this is where Cloudian has tested and qualified Hyperstore for Veeam ready for object and Veeam ready for object with immutability. And what that means for our customers and our partners is that you have some peace of mind to show that these 2 solutions work together. So think of it kind of as a good housekeeping seal of approval to show that there's compatibility between these 2 solutions. And with that, it gives our customers rather peace of mind when it comes to their data protection plan and doing the business, the best backup practices, I should say.
Absolutely, and to that effect, Cloudian also released 7.2 in December of 2019, just a couple of months before Veeam V10 came in, and we also support the same S3 feature, which is S3 object lock, that enables data immutability. Now, what data immutability really means is once you write the data into your storage tier, that data is unchangeable or tamper-proof, so to speak. And if you remember, the modus operandi of ransomware is to go into your data systems and encrypt the data and make it unusable. Now, with it being immutable, none of this is possible, because your data is completely under lock and key, and the key is only with you. Cloudian has native support for S3 object lock, and this is the method that we adopt to do worm mode in our storage. And what worm stands for is write once, read many. So data can only be written once, and it can be read multiple times. And this is based on the duration that you set right up front. With Veeam and Cloudian, we both support S3 object lock. So the parameters for locking the data start from Veeam. It's as simple as a checkbox, and you also specify the duration for that lock directly from Veeam. Cloudian automatically inherits these parameters and will lock your backup for the duration that you've specified from your backup workflow in Veeam. Objects are then made immutable and completely unchangeable for that specific period of time. With this, we've already seen quite a bit of success, and Cara, I'll leave it up to you to talk about that.
Oh, sure. So truly success around the globe. Everything from our VCSP partners, which are Veeam Cloud and Service Providers, Hosted Biz in Canada, CT Technologies rather in the UK, and AU Cloud over in Australia, and then Green Cloud. But all of this also incorporates our other technology alliance partner, VMware, and the great synergy that we've had within that platform as well. And also in go-to-market strategies too.
Absolutely, and if you look at AU Cloud, it's the sovereign cloud for ANZ, and what they provide is a Veeam Cloudian-based data protection solution across Australia, for that matter, and they are, as you mentioned, one of the premier VCPP or VMware cloud providers in that region. The response has been global and it has been great. It just tells you that there is absolutely a need for this solution, and this is the right solution for the right times.
Absolutely.
And talking about the solution, right, we cannot ignore the impact this has on cyber insurance as well. Now, what cyber insurance has been is the rising star of the insurance industry, and I'm going to quickly mention this because it's already a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's expected to grow double digits in the coming years. However, as the threat vectors for ransomware rise, and we know they're rising even more, it's getting costlier and riskier for insurance companies to offer these products to their enterprise customers. And why it matters to all of us is, as we see the average ransomware cost increase, in fact, triple between Q1 and Q3 of 2019 itself. If you look at it, it's just 2 quarters and it's tripled. Three things have become clear, right? Ransomware attacks are causing cyber insurance rates to go up. If you want insurance, you're going to have to pay more, almost 25% increase. You can also see that your claim could be denied or even refused to get insured by a cyber company if you haven't taken the right steps to protect your data. And this is very important because what we are seeing is, at one point it was a good to have thing so that you could keep your cyber insurance low, but in some cases we're starting to see that it's a must have.
Yeah.
And finally, if your ransom payment goes to a US OFAC sanctioned country, so these are the bad actor countries, you can pick one of many names from the bad actor countries that we know of. Your enterprise can be held liable even if you did not know where this currency was going. Now, remember that the ransom is typically paid in bitcoins or some kind of cryptocurrency, and typically you have no traceability for this. Right. It is very important if you are looking at cyber insurance or you need cyber insurance. You need to be looking at a solid product that can protect your data against it.
Yeah. And we've had customers that have been able to get their cyber insurance, number one, keep their rates low, and even a discount with the Cloudian and Veeam solution. So,
absolutely. And these customers are across the board. We've seen investment companies, we've seen law firms, we've also seen a Fortune 500 customer come in and get the Cloudian Veeam solution, put it in practice, and be able to continue their business as well as get insured against the threat of ransomware attacks. So with that, I think we've come to the end of our session. This was extremely good, in my opinion, and thank you, Cara, for engaging with us on LinkedIn Live. For the audience, please do leave us your comments and questions in the comment section, and do mention where you are from, so we will get the right people to engage with you from Veeam and Cloudian. And if you have any other things to comment on, please feel free to do that as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the partnership, and wishing everybody a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.